And welcome to the news at noon. I'm Doug Petcash. We start today on the Capitol Watch. In November, the legislature is back after the House took a recess in May and never formally adjourned. They're set to take on President Biden's vaccine mandates, among other issues. KTVB's Joe Paris is live at the Capitol with the latest after lawmakers. As I mentioned, Joe, they got an early start this morning. What have they been working on?
Yeah, and you mentioned pushing back on the Biden administration's vaccine mandate. And Doug, that's what lawmakers were doing here early this morning at 7:30 to be exact. The way it really worked out to start the day is lawmakers all had their ideas submitted in the hat, about 30 of them. And of those ideas, they were printed down as a formal bill, and they will be taken up later on today. But what you're really going to see at the State House today into the afternoon is really an exchange of ideas in terms of debate between members of the legislature as well as some input from the public. Again, if you've missed it, the Biden administration put out a vaccine mandate that basically says any company with more than 100 employees, they need to have their their employees vaccinated or do weekly COVID testing. Now, right now, that actual order through OSHA is actually being held up in the court system. So it's a little bit of a gray area in terms of what lawmakers here are going to be able to pass and what type of an effect it could have on the law after the whole thing is out of the court system. We'll get back to more of that in a minute. But first, some other business that lawmakers were working on this morning is they took up the censure recommendation against Representative Priscilla Giddings. You may remember earlier this year, Giddings was the subject of a House Ethics Committee investigation. They were looking in to see if her social media posting were inappropriate in terms of sharing a blog post that was reporting about the House Ethics investigation into Aaron Von Ellinger, as well as a woman who he reportedly raped here at, not at the State House, but he worked with the woman here at the State House. So this morning there was debate on the floor about if Giddings should be censured and removed from one of her committee. So there was about an hour of debate. There was a lot of back and forth between Republicans and Democrats speaking up on the issue. After a long debate, the actual vote itself worked like this. The full House voted 49-19 to accept the Ethics Committee's recommendation for Representative Giddings to be removed from her assignment on the House Human Resources Committee. We spoke with the Ethics Committee Chairman Sage Dixon over the summer, and he said that that was a committee they thought she should be removed from because of the nature of the complaint against her. So Giddings will be formally removed from that committee. She does keep her other committee assignments. There's a lot of questions, Doug, about what will happen next here. What's going to happen in the afternoon? Well, I spoke with lawmakers, Democrats and Republicans a short time ago, and they say it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Right now, we know that the Idaho Senate is actually adjourned until 3 p.m., which is interesting. They're kind of waiting and watching to see what the House does. Meanwhile, the House is taking a brief break right now after they finished up the vote on the censure on Priscilla Giddings. This afternoon, though, we're going to see the exchange of ideas, those pitched ideas on how to address the Biden vaccine mandate. And of course, Doug, we'll have more at 4 o'clock in our evening and afternoon shows.
It'll be interesting to see what they decide because, as you mentioned, that is held up in court right now. So, Joe, we'll see you later on today on our other newscasts.